Paramedical Board, Bengaluru. Annual Examination, October, 2022. First year all diploma courses. Physics solved question paper. Question 1. Define centrifugal and centripetal force. List any three uses of centrifuges in medical laboratory. Centrifugal force is a force in circular motion, acts along the radius and is directed from the center. Centripetal force is the force acting on an object in curvilinear motion. Centrifuges are used to separate blood cells. Question 2. Write a short note on microscope. A simple light microscope manipulates how light enters the eye using a convex lens, where both sides of the lens are curved outwards. When light reflects off of an object being viewed under the microscope and passes through the lens, it bends towards the eye. This makes the object look bigger than it actually is. There are three main types: optical microscopy, scanning probe microscopy, and electron microscopy. Question 3. What is the principle of thermometer? Name any four types of medical thermometers used in hospitals. The most common physical property used in thermometers is the expansion of mercury or alcohol. Types of medical thermometers: digital thermometers, infrared thermometers, rectal thermometers. Question 4. What is atom? Briefly explain the structure of atoms. An atom is the smallest unit of matter that retains the properties of a chemical element. Every solid, liquid, gas, and plasma is composed of neutral or ionized atoms. Atoms are extremely small. Typical sizes are around 100 picometers. Question 5. Match the following. Length, meter. Mass, kilogram. Time, second. Current, ampere. Temperature, Kelvin. Question 6. Outline the principle and working of ultrasonography. The principle of ultrasonography is based on the echo effect. An ultrasound machine consists of a transducer, a computer, and a display monitor. Question 7. Explain surface energy and surface tension. Surface energy is the energy required to create or increase the surface area of a substance. Surface tension is a property of liquids that causes them to behave like a stretched elastic film. It is caused by the attractive forces between the liquid molecules. Question 8. State Ohm's law. Make use of Ohm's. Derive the expression for equivalent resistance when two resistors are connected in series. Ohm's law states that the voltage across a resistor is proportional to the current through it. V equals IR. Equivalent resistance of two resistors connected in series is equal to the sum of the individual resistances. R equals R1 plus R2. Question 9. What is streamline flow and turbulent flow? Gave one example for both. Streamline flow is a type of fluid flow in which the fluid particles move in smooth, parallel lines, example, smoke rising from a cigarette. Turbulent flow is a type of fluid flow in which the fluid particles move in a chaotic, disordered manner, example, water flowing through a river. Question 10. Define power of lens and mention its uses. It is defined as the reciprocal of the focal length of the lens. The power of a lens is measured in diopters, d. Used in eyeglasses, contact lenses, and other vision correction devices to correct refractive errors. Question 11. State and explain Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of universal gravitation states that every particle in the universe attracts every other particle with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. Question 12. What is osmosis, diffusion, convection? Osmosis is the movement of water across a semi-permeable membrane from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration. Diffusion is the movement of particles from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Convection is the transfer of heat energy by the movement of a fluid. Question 13. State Bernoulli's theorem and mention any two applications of it. Bernoulli's theorem states that as the speed of a fluid increases, the pressure of the fluid decreases. Uses, aircraft design, spray bottles. Question 14. Explain isothermal and adiabatic process. In isothermal process, there is no heat transfer between the system and its surroundings, example, evaporation of a liquid. Adiabatic process occurs without any heat transfer between the system and its surroundings, example, expansion of a gas in a vacuum. Question 15. What is refraction? Write the statement of two laws of refraction. Refraction is the bending of a wave when it travels from one medium to another. The two laws of refraction are the incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal to the interface at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. The ratio of the sine of the angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refraction is a constant for the pair of given media. Question 16. Gave any three difference between transverse wave and longitudinal wave. Transverse wave, perpendicular to the direction of the wave, only solids, polarizable. Longitudinal wave, parallel to the direction of the wave, solids, liquids, and gases, not polarizable. Question 17. Write short note on ammeter and voltmeter. Ammeter is used to measure the current. Voltmeter is used to measure the voltage. Question 18. Define electric current and electric potential. And hence state Ohm's law. Electric current is the flow of electrons through a conductor. Electric potential, also known as voltage, is the difference in electrical energy between 2 points. Ohm's law states that the voltage across a conductor is proportional to the current through it. Question 19. What is kinetic energy? Mention the formula for kinetic energy and explain the terms. Kinetic energy is the energy of an object due to its motion. It is calculated using the formula. Kinetic energy equals half mv square, where m is mass, v is velocity. Question 20. Fill in the blanks. A. The acceleration due to gravity on the Earth's surface is 9.8 meters per second square. B. Silicon is a semiconductor. C. Dimension of pressure is m power 1, L power minus 1, T power minus 2. Question 21. Explain Beer and Lambert's law. It states that the amount of light absorbed by a solution is proportional to the concentration of the absorbing species and the path length of the light through the solution. Question 22. What is capacitor? Write its circuit symbol and write the formula for effective capacitance when two capacitors connected parallel. A capacitor is a device that stores electrical energy in an electric field. When two capacitors are connected in parallel, the total capacitance is equal to the sum of the individual capacitances. C equals C1 plus C2. Question 23. What are photocells? Mention any two uses. Photocells are devices that convert light energy into electrical energy. Uses: automatic door openers, street lights. Question 24. Write short note NMR. Nuclear magnetic resonance NMR is a physical phenomenon in which nuclei in a strong constant magnetic field are disturbed by a weak oscillating magnetic field. Question 25. Define three modes of heat transformation. Conduction, convection, radiation. Question 26. What is thermal conductivity and mention any two applications. The thermal conductivity is the ability of a substance to conduct heat. Transfer of heat from iron to shirt. Transfer of heat during cooking. Question 27. What is flotation and explain Archimedes' principle. Flotation is a process for selectively separating hydrophobic materials from hydrophilic. Archimedes' principle, A body at rest in a fluid is acted upon by a force pushing upward called the buoyant force. Question 28. Define stress, strain and modulus of elasticity. Stress is the force acting on the unit area of a material. The effect of stress on a body is named as strain. Stress can deform the body. Strain is the amount of deformation experienced by the body in the direction of force applied, divided by the initial dimensions of the body. The elastic modulus is the measure of the stiffness of a material. In other words, it is a measure of how easily any material can be bent or stretched. Question 29. Gave any 3 uses of cathode rays. 1. They are used in oscilloscopes which are used in physics laboratories. 2. They are also used in imaging equipment for space exploration and laboratory findings. 3. A cathode ray oscilloscope is used to examine the signal characteristics, oscillation, distortion, and signal frequency response. Question 30. Answer in one word/sentence. A. What are conductors? Materials that allow electricity to flow through them easily. B. What are semiconductors? Materials which have a conductivity between conductors, generally metals, and non-conductors or insulators, such as most ceramics. C. What are insulators? Materials that do not allow electricity to pass through them. Thanks for watching.